So everyone's focus today is going to be whether or not Shibarium is in fact coming out. And that's fair. That's fine, right? That's what can officially kickstart this launch, is when Shibarium does in fact go live. But there's something I retweeted yesterday that I think is a big deal. Unfortunately, I'm not at this conference, but I saw somebody post this. And look at the amount of projects that are planning on building on Shibarium. And this is a very big deal. This is just hundreds of the thousands of projects that are going to be building on Shibarium. And I went through and I looked at some of these. R4, R3 is actually an NFT marketplace. You got Shiba House, which is a DeFi payment network. I mean, there's a lot of like actual utility projects that are planning on launching on Shibarium. And the key point I want to make is, in order for Shibarium to be successful, you need to have a reason for people to come here, right? You have to have a reason for people to leave centralized exchanges, to leave Ethereum. And this is some of the reason why, not just cheap gas fees, but actual interesting projects that create utility and this diverse ecosystem. I think that's a very key point. Now, this isn't even just some of the other infrastructure launches that are going to be coming from the SHIB development team themselves. We obviously know about the metaverse and Shiba Swap 2.0 and all these different things that they're working on, right? But this is the way that Shibarium does in fact succeed. Now, my only concern is with how many projects there are and how much draw Shibarium can possibly get when it in fact does go live. I hope that the network load is manageable. I truly hope that the infrastructure has been built well enough that I can handle this mass influx of people, because I'm not saying that this is going to get the same kind of user base that Shibarium, same kind of user base that Ethereum was. I don't think that's the case. I doubt we'll see a time where layer 2s do in fact get more traffic than layer 1s. But seeing as this creates a big solution for the problem that Ethereum has, you could naturally see a huge flow over in terms of use. I mean, just look at how many daily active users something like Polygon gets. Direct competitor with Shibarium. Okay. Now, the cool thing is, right away, you're starting with a massive base of projects. You're starting with a massive, holder base. That's where I think there's this huge advantage that Shibarium is going to have when it does launch. Very few, I can't ever think of a time where you've had this much interest in this launch. Okay. So that's something I wanted to just share with you guys. I saw these projects and I'm actually very excited. I'm excited to see how this all does kick off. I'm excited to see how the traffic looks at the beginning. But again, like I said, give it some time. I've said 6 months. And I think at that point, we'll see projects like these, whether they hit the chain, whether they don't, but there'll be even more that compound on top of there. And as there's more interest in Shibarium as it continues to ascend, we'll probably see some even bigger opportunities arise down the road. So I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Show your support below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.